Hello. All right. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Hello. Welcome. I need to drink some water first. Hold on. Okay. Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We are in the spot that we have. What was the spot again? We're in another spot for now today, because today we plan on going back to the pier again. I think it's going to be like the third day in a row. Third day in a row we're going to the pier, because I want to kill things. Check off the list. We already got the school shark, so today we get like an extra hour of high tide incoming. Anyways, went to this gym today and we have this whole place to ourselves. Literally. There's not even a single person here. The car park's completely empty. Last time we were here there was one woman, but today there's no one here. We have this whole place to ourselves. Ain't that pretty neat? That's pretty sick. So yeah, have this entire place to myself. Again, today's plan is pretty much I brought extra stuff in the bag because I plan to, after today's gym session, I change here and then head straight to the pier. Because again, I didn't even pack up anything yesterday, so everything we need is still in the van. Except I changed one of the rods, and that's really about it. We don't really have too much bait left, so whatever we catch today, we're probably gonna cut it and kill it. So yeah, I wonder how many people are gonna be there. I think there's gonna be a lot more people today, this morning, but it is what it is. So what did I do yesterday? Well, I already recorded everything, so. Oh yeah, we researched a lot of the calorie counter stuff. Turns out the majority of the calories is going to come from the meat, of course. And when it comes to fats, we're probably going to max out on the fats with our thumbs because we're only allowed 8 thumbs max, which is around 30 grams of cashew, but it might be different if we choose Brazil nuts. I know that for a fact. If I choose Brazil nuts for fats, then we're going to hit our limit or something. And of course, since this is a different gym, they have a different steer machine. They have this one. The one where it's pretty weird to do sprints because there's nowhere to really hold. And also getting to this location here takes extra 15 minutes. So it takes double the time to get here compared to the normal one we go to. But this time it's solo. We got this whole place to ourselves. That's pretty cool. I just realized this place doesn't even have an air bike. Yeah, they don't even have an air bike. Now we'll go explore it after this. I never actually went to this gym during a muscle day. I've only been here during a dip day. I'm also wearing different shoes, so different shoes, different stairs, different location. Same me. Oh yeah, I do. My stomach is empty today. It's weird. My stomach is really empty. It's like hungry, but no, we're not eating. We're not eating right now. So the calorie counter did say 2,500. However, again, maybe we'll restart it. I'm not sure because I chose 60 kgs because well, we're 65 right now, which means we're going like 5 kgs calories deficit, which is kind of crazy. But 60 kgs is what I assume is our actual body weight with low body fat. So we're gonna eat to that. There's no point of putting the calorie body weight at 65 when obviously at 65 kgs we are not lean, so we're gonna lower it. So that is why I'm gonna guess that when I'm super lean, my true weight is around 60 kgs, give or take. Yeah, around that. Lowest I've been is at like 58, but then why did I stop? Not exactly sure. Oh, either way, we'll lose. I think I've got like maybe 1 or 2, 3 kgs of body fat, and then yeah, so we'll target that. Again, I still haven't actually calculated how much 7 pounds of meat is, but if if our Trufology, no, if our Vitruvian nutrition maxes out before the calories, then that we're just gonna eat at the Vitruvian nutrition, which is kind of interesting because yeah, we'll see how it goes. You're on the journey with me. By the way, from this gym to the pier, the drive is very, very close. That's why I did this today. Because driving back to H, oh, instead of driving back to HQ and then driving to the pier, we just drive straight to the pier. That would have messed me up. Hold on. Yep, the machine doesn't slow itself down at 20. Anyone slip past me? No? By the way, in this gym, it's kind of cool. It's not really like that hot. Usually it has something to talk about, but trying to think. I mean, I could talk about this topic, but I don't really talk about this topic much. But okay, I'll give you some context. There's a student in my not it's not my ecosystem, but there's a student, right? He's talking about women, and I tell multiple students all the time that you need to identify why, who, what, when, why. You got to identify the purpose of having them, because I mean, I can go into a lot of detail, but it's kind of like this. It's pretty simple. Get an actual reason and a reason why you're going to get with them, and then make sure both parties understand the game. Because a lot of times that happen is these male students, they don't really tell the game to the female, and then yeah, like hookup culture and all that stuff. It's a mess. Honestly, though, as much as I could talk about it, I'm kind of like, you know what? It is what it is. I could try help them, but my advice is be identify the purpose and stuff. But you know, they don't think of their heads; they think of their ding dongs. So yeah, I'm gonna just stop talking about it because it's so boring. Because when you actually start naming the purposes, you very, very fast realize that if you're not trying to have a kid, there's literally zero point in them. What's the point? And you can't really say to the, well, you can. It'll be like, you know, 1 week maximum, and then I'm gonna get bored of you. And I want you away. Go away. You're literally just there for 1 week to be played with. That's not a nice life to live. You know? Depends, but at the same time, it's like if you were a female version of yourself, would you date yourself? And it'll be like, well, I wouldn't date myself because I know that I'd be dumped in a week. Even if I do everything correctly, they're gonna get bored in a week. And they're not looking for children either, because that's not how it works. Well, in my ecosystem, that's not how it works. Because only elites can be created via, or you know, it can't be. Elites can only be created from the lower echelon. You cannot be born into the elites because then you wouldn't have any of the lessons and background to become one. That's why these elites don't even have kids, anyways. because it wouldn't work. So yeah, would you date yourself? Well, I wouldn't, because I wouldn't want to be there for 1 week and then now I have a body count of one. No, doesn't it doesn't make sense. Well, not for me, of course. I just avoid them. Doesn't. What am I saying? Not exactly sure what I'm saying, but it's just like whenever these students talk about the topic, it's just like, bro, why do you actually need them to begin with? Is it a social thing? Is it a need? Is it a want? What is your exact purpose? And most of them, most of the time, they don't even have a reason. They're not thinking of their heads, they're thinking of the other head. So when they say, oh, I need one, or, you know, I'm looking to get one, or chase one, or, you know, I want one, or I'm having problems with a current one, I'm like, well, have you identified why you even have them to begin with? And most of them will soon realize, only one of them realized, but one of them realized it was because they only wanted to bang. Zero intentions of the future. Matter of fact, some students are so bad that their intentions are completely off. They're with the female, and their intentions is to drop them anyways in like 2 weeks or a month. It's like, oh, well, I'm with them, but I don't see a future with them. If you don't see a future with them, why would you pick them to begin with? Idiot. I don't know. These guys, I just ignore them. Not ignore them. They need to download the framework, but I tell these guys, and they're just dumb. But at the same time, there's no without dark. I don't really. I can tell them what to do, and it's up to them to choose or not. But in the end, both sides are needed. So we actually do need some people like that in order for the yin and yang to work. So there's no there's no emotions from me towards it because I understand that it is what it is. There's no light without dark, and I actually truthfully understand that both sides are needed. So in order for me to exist, they have to exist. So I can't transform all of them into me, or then it wouldn't work. So that's why I usually just say it once to them, and if they listen, they listen. If they don't, they don't. Because in the end, we still need them to function. The yin and yang, no emotional attachment. Just identify the purpose and your goals. It won't even be a week. It would just be like one day, next day, third day, and then it's boring. It's like you already did it 3 times. Now what? I mean, just like look at. I mean, if you're a kid watching this, right? I mean, like, just look at your parents, bro. They've been doing it for that many years. They probably, when they're younger, did it daily. It gets boring. Really, relationships and like all this stuff is only exciting for like a week at max if you think about it. A week at max, and it's just like, oh, yeah, whatever. Dopamine gone. Dopamine's really exciting for the first month or so. Then it slowly dies down. It's basically just like having a dog, a pet dog. Oh, I got a dog for the first week. Oh wow, so exciting. And then like just look at your average pet owner. Look at all of these guys with like dogs and cats. First week or month they have the dog. It's like wow, I could take him for a walk and everything. And then like the next month it's like oh well yeah that's Bobby, the dog. Yeah, I don't really take him for walks. I kind of have to, but like yeah, whatever. And then like 1 year later it's like oh yeah, just that's just the dog. It's like dopamine's gone. It's gone. Okay, anyways, this. Oh yeah, this place doesn't even have a proper bin. This place doesn't even have a bin, so I'll just put the water bottle over there. They could deal with that. And again, this place doesn't even have any sprays. They only have wipes. What a long episode this is going to be. Anyways, look, the gym's entirely empty. Look at this. This place is entirely empty, just like the Truman Show. Of course, there's security cameras and stuff, you know, but like at the same time, it's kind of like I'm already recording myself, so it really is just the Truman Show. Alright, there's nowhere to. Okay, I'm gonna go right here then. Yeah, literally no one here. Today's agenda is efficiency, because we want to be there. High tide finishes at like 6:40, so we actually got a huge amount of time right now. We'll be there for like around 2 hours. Again, though, I kind of want to kill the sharks. Yesterday we released it because it's kind of small, but we kind of need some bait. And apparently, I did some research. There's like a bigger shark that eats the small shark, so we might kill some for some bait. If you're wondering why I have a bandage on my hand, it's because from that rope incident. I still lost the rope. That's probably why I'm going back consistently, because I want to get revenge. I'm not really sure. I'm like, sorry, I'll lift you back again, but it's because I want to dry. Holy shit, gym music's always so gay. I always don't like gym music, man. Well, it's not even gym music, it's just whatever they have on the station. And 99% it's because it's gay. Okay, there's no landmine road here. Right, there's literally zero landmine road here, I just realized. And there's not really many, okay, there's like, okay, alright, well, there's no landmine road. So I guess we'll just start with, oh, hold on now, what is that? I guess we'll just start with this first lap machine and something different. Maybe we'll do wide grip as well. We'll test out things. Today is efficiency, so meaning we gotta less rest time again. It is what it is. We can try all sorts of equipment. We got this place to ourselves, but Landmine Row is nowhere to be seen, and there's not even any barbell. Like there's no deadlift zones, or like like that's okay. Can't really complain too much. Look at all these cables. Look at all these nice equipments. Bags bigger than usual because we have a whole bunch of stuff to wear. Yeah, we'll just drink water. Fucking hell, I'm right below the goddamn speaker of the gym. And I can hear the music loud and clear. Probably the mic can as well, but goddamn, gym music's so. Fuck off. Look at how empty this gym is. Is every song always just about hedonism? So gym music's either really based from a guy, really feminine from a woman, or some really demonic from a demon. I'm too short to actually grab this. Shh. Look, we'll try this attachment last. It looks cool. Anything to talk about? Not really. Oh shit. The water. Wait a minute, I just realized something really cool. Oh, that's really cool. Okay, I'll talk about it soon. Hold on. Just wait. Really unique. That's something to talk about. Yeah, we'll talk about it after this. Anyways, I just realized that I was gonna say, wait, I was gonna say that this gym's a lot more cooler than the other ones, and I realized if you look behind me, there are literally 4 AC machines here. Because compared to the other gyms, right, there's no AC, they just use fans. But since this gym is so small and premium, they got 4 ACs running, and then I was like sitting here doing this, right? And I was like, man, I'm actually kind of cold. And I look behind me, and I'm like, oh, there's literally an AC blowing cold air at me. That is the reason. So yeah, gym's so small that it has 4 ACs. So that's why this temperature in here is so insane. Because I'm already dried up. I'm actually getting cold. Matter of fact, I'm actually getting cold. That's insane. Yeah, I'm actually cold. Huh. These ACs are very, very chilly. And plus, it's blowing directly at me. I don't think we have time to try that attachment because we need to move to lat pull down. Do I want to go machine or nah? Wait, this other song is literally about banging. Bro, shut up. You really have nothing else better to talk about than fucking. What's wrong with you guys? Hey, don't worry, I'll change the angle soon. We just gotta get it started. Lat pull down. You know, when I browse YouTube, I'm always like, man, everyone's videos are very high, and then I always continue thinking about the Truman Show because Truman Show's prediction is that nothing's real. Nothing real. Everything's fake. So that is why I do this type of Earth logs because these type of Earth logs are unique. Not many, not many Earth logs are like this anymore. Yeah, not many Earth logs like this. That's why it's unique, and that's why the editing is not like super fancy. Again, I feel like if I really wanted to do fancy edits, I'd probably hire someone. I'd just do what I feel, not feel, do what I would do. Because Truman Show is supposed to be editing zero. I did have that idea of having a second channel where it's like raw footage 24/7. That's still an idea, but I'll think about it because, what am I saying? Got me done drinking the water, we're gonna quickly weigh ourselves. I don't even know how much I'd weigh because we need to do this, counting calories properly. Wait, did I even eat any protein yesterday? I did, but I didn't weigh it. Fuck. Okay, water's done because these pre-packed meals, the problem is they are 7 palms, but I don't know the calories in them. So for the past couple of days, we've just been eating the 7 palms of protein. But then I'm really just disobeying whatever carbs and nuts and fats we are consuming because I don't know how many calories the meat was. And honestly, now I think about it, when I did the calorie research yesterday, the fats and carbs don't actually have much calories. So majority of calories come from the meat, and then we have to adjust via. We'll see. As guys, there's no trap machine here, so we'll do the trap machine next time. Okay, hold on. Let's check the weight. There's no one here, by the way. Still got this place to myself. Excellent. It's actually cold in here. It is actually cold in here, I swear. Huh. 65.65. Have I not? Well, actually, I haven't. Didn't take a dump. Now that I think about it. Again, we'll do the diet stuff. Don't worry. We know exactly what to do. We gotta weigh the meat. I mean, yesterday we already measured how much ate fats is. So really, it's just the meat that is the last bit we need to do. And then I I did the research yesterday and I calculated how much banana is. I also calculated how much peanut butter is, and I also calculated the honey as well. Also, I'm not really sure. You guys tell me, but definitely have gained a bit of face fat, right? But what I have noticed, honestly, is that I mean, if you watched the previous Earth vlogs, right? I'm pretty sure. Well, not pretty sure. I know we have definitely gained muscle. I think to a degree. To a degree, we have gained muscle. I think because some of these weights are getting a bit lighter than usual. So maybe we gain weight and muscle. Not really sure. Whatever the case is. Okay, this is the last one. Efficiency for a row. Huh. Fancy. Fancy. What? On and off. Too short. So fancy Nautilus machine. If I opened up my own gym, would you guys even? Nah. Oh wow, this one's. Whoa, this one's actually a lot different. Whoa, 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 whoa. This one's way different than the other one. The other one's like more downwards here. This one's more upwards, and that's the highest I can go. Yeah, usually we're doing like this. This time we're doing like. Okay, feels good though. Wait, that was 32 kgs. We were just casually rolling. This gym. So I'm thinking we might just change. Now I have to change in a changing room, huh? Yeah, there's these cameras. By the time we're done doing my estimates, we actually will probably be arriving there at 4 o'clock, and then we'll be fishing for at least 2 hours. Again, the only thing I'm worried about is we don't have too much bait. But at the same time, I could always just cut whatever we catch. Pretty neat. This machine is really nice, I'm not gonna lie. I do like it. It's quite nice. Hey, where you going? Where you taking me? I'm taking you over here, buddy. Relax. You can stay right here. The mic might cut off. The video might cut off here. Because I'm going to the bathroom. The mic disconnect? No, it did not. Look at this. I got myself a big rag. So we're gonna be using it for the fishing trip, obviously. The That's pretty nice. Big rag to big ditto rag. That's gonna be really helpful in fishing. Is that greedy? Nah, not really. That was the 34, so 4, 5, okay. Oh, getting a bit sore. And then we're gonna go change, and then we're gonna go fishing. It's only gonna take like 10 minutes drive compared to like 30, 20. So, yeah, because, how do I say this? It takes like 15 more minutes to drive here initially, but it will save us more time going to the pier. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And we could test out the V&D filter maybe. Only thing I worry about is I did not apply any sunscreen, so. But again, high tide's at like 6:40, so we won't be there for too long, so probably bounce by then. Yeah, no sunscreen. I mean, no, I could survive in the look. The thing about me is that when I do like sun collection, I don't get sunburnt. I do like maximum is 15 minutes on like one side of the skin, and I don't get sunburnt. However, from personal experience, though, anything if I go longer, if I go longer, I'll get sunburnt. And yeah, people on like X is like sunscreen's bad for you and stuff. But then from personal experience, if I don't have sunscreen on and I get sunburnt, bro, that is painful. My goodness me, that's painful. Just give me the poison from the sunscreen. Okay, we're nearly done. One more and then yeah. There's not really any traps. And then we'll get you sorted. I might as well prepare you now so I can save just a teeny tiny bit because you're gonna go in the cart. So that means you lower these legs here. And I think that's really all oh no, I lower you one more. That's how much I lower you. That's how low you get. Oh my goodness. Right, and we're gonna go get changed and then we'll go skedaddle. Skedaddle. I'm gonna wear thermals, jeans, t-shirt. This time we're gonna be wearing a black jacket. Got a different type of jacket. Didn't bring the rain jacket. Didn't bring the duck down. Oh, I didn't bring the duck down. Would that be a fatal mistake? Not fatal. What am I saying? Shut up. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, appreciate it. I'm just gonna keep the mic on me, because, yeah, alright. We're done. We shall go into the changing rooms. Oh shit. Bag's heavy. How big is this room? Oh, hell yeah. I'm gonna just change in here. Nice. Excellent. Alright. Obviously, I'm not gonna change in the camera, but. Alright, appreciate y'all. Yeah, there's people there, but we'll be alright. Feels like the back rooms. Really does. I wonder if it's the same people or not. No, it looks like we have a spot, I see. Okay, looks like we're gonna be taking the lift spot again. But at least we're gonna have some space. Oh look, there's a spot for us. Nice. Morning, any luck? Oh, Justin. I don't think. Alright, looks like we have ourselves a spot. Like I said, just get one bait out first and then we'll sort everything else out. I think Uncle might need help. You'll be using the fish, and we're gonna be using the shrimp. Use- Oh, that's a big rig. Alright, cool. Nothing's taken our patience, my friends. Yeah, we'll just give it time, honestly. In the meantime, we gotta recharge you. Something's nibbling on this big rod. Alright, we finally got something. It took a while. It is it's a shark. It's a big shark. No, it's a small shark. It's a baby shark. I just hit my own rod. No, we got a baby shark. Let me check what shark this is. Let's see what kind of shark this is. It's a school shark. He took the squid. Alright, there you go. It's a school shark. It's a small one. We could use it for bait, but nah. But it's a very small school shark. Alright. Be free! Crazy thing is, it's only like. Okay, I see. Honestly, we're gonna give it 45 minutes and then we're probably gotta go. It is what it is. But yeah, we'll go give it like 45 minutes and see what happens. Again, we're using shrimp, so I have no idea what's gonna take them. Only one of the rods, the one with the bell has like one fish, but that's pretty much it. Nothing really else. No squid, nothing. Again, we're using shrimp because we're trying to catch different species. We already caught school shark, but we're trying to catch the red one. The red granite. Yeah. Shit, didn't bring any sunglasses or hat. That's why we gotta go soon, because that shit's gonna blind me and, like, you know, yeah. I didn't bring any sunglasses or anything, so this is blinding me. Gee. Yeah, once we get back, we gotta edit November 19, and we also have to do the calisthenics. Again, we got bait elastic, so I really don't have to check the bait at all. pretty much in whenever the timer goes off, which let me check. In around 45 minutes, we're gonna go because yeah, 36 minutes. Matter of fact, I'm kind of impatient. We're gonna cut it down to 15 minutes and then we're gonna go because honestly, I can't stand the sun right now. Now, what do I even need to pack up? Nothing really. These rigs keep getting tangled up. You got any crabs? Where's all the crabs? No crab? No crab, really? What, wave's too strong? These rigs keep getting, like, tangled. Okay, we're gonna recast and... Wait, yeah, these rigs keep getting tangled. That's why we're getting no bites. These rigs get tangled. Alright, in the future, we're probably just gonna, like... Dude, they keep getting tangled. Okay, I think we're gonna be doing single hooks next time in the future, if I ever come back. Because these things keep getting tangled. Like, oh my goodness. I got no other rigs. Mm-hmm. I get more luck at the freshwater. Yeah. I fish at the lake and caught like rainbow trout. At Lake Rua. But now closed for season, so yeah. Yeah. Brian, what's your name? Juma. I will shake your hand, my hand's fishy. See you next time, yeah. Alright, it's time for our departure. There's the sun, like I said, we gotta go. Yo, we gotta clean up so much stuff when we get back. Alright, on our way. I already told you that the sun's gonna get me. Yeah, we weren't using shrimp, but I think the actual problem today was that our lines keep getting tangled. It just keep getting tangled. It was like, bro, what? The line keep getting tangled with each other. So next time we're probably just gonna go single hook. Single hook, yeah. I bet things were biting, I think, but it's just that the lines keep getting tangled and stuff. Yeah, luckily we left the sun's really bright now. We have no sunscreen, we have no hat, we have no sunglasses. Another day with not much luck, but it is what it is. Honestly, I feel like we need a heavier sinker. That's probably like, I think that's like the only problem with this entire setup is that we need like a sinker. No, we need like a heavy sinker so those rigs work. I think it just needs a heavier sinker because the waves push the entire rig so the hooks tangle with each other. Here you go. It's in action right now. Look. The air. Yep. Now it's in action. It's warm, but as long as this continues spinning, yeah, good to go. Yo, it's me, just doing research, bro. Okay, first of all, I was looking at bread at Countdown, and like all of this bread's poison. Okay, sorry, these aren't bread, these are flour. But I was looking at the bread, and the bread sucks. But this guy on YouTube, the ship's biscuit looks really good because apparently all it is literally just flour and water, and then you can like shape it into a hand. So what I'm thinking is we should make some of this. We should make ship's biscuit and then shape it to the exact size of my palms, and we could exactly do 8 palms of carbs. We might do that. Honestly, we should try that though. Maybe I'll have a look, but I'll think about it. Anyways, besides that though, nearly done uploading, and that's rendering, and then that's also rendering, and yeah, that's really about it. Just researching. We should make this for carbs because I was looking at carbs. It's either the only carbs we really can eat is just organic oats, which is probably easiest,
organic banana, easy carbs. Or we can make ship's biscuit. And yeah, that's really about it. Alright, see you guys later. Maybe I should make it. I don't know, I'll have a look. Damn. My own frame? Okay, cool. So apparently I did it. I made like one dough. My hands are clean, but now it's about to get dirty. So apparently I looked at research on ship's biscuit. It's just wheat, it's just flour and water, and I made one palm. So apparently it's just like that. That's one carb done. But apparently after watching the rest of the YouTube video, they said something like eating it is really hard because it's supposed to be like rock hard, and you have to eat it, you have to basically soak it in soup. Basically just carbs. So there's one ship's biscuit. That's one palm of carbs, by the way. But I was wondering, why would I bake it for like 4 hours just to soak it in water so I could eat it again? You know what I mean? So if this is just carbs, why don't I just like there you go, I swallowed it. It definitely needs salt, or maybe something sweet, but you know, if this is one carbs, with one palm, technically this is like, you know, maybe not, that's not one palm. It's very messy, but you know, there you go, one palm of carbs. Now of course we could weigh this and stuff and like calculate how much, we can calculate how many carbs this is, but it's, why would I spend 4 hours baking it into something that's hard to eat when I can just don't think about it. It's literally just flour and water. And if you think about it, right? When you have water, if you just, I don't know why, it's really, hey. Are you supposed to cook flour? Is it bad to eat it raw? It definitely kind of just tastes like mochi. It's the same texture as mochi, you know? It's just gooey. Gooey, but if you don't think about it, this is just carbs after all. It's just gooey carbs, but at the same time, I feel like if you perhaps add a bit of salt or add some kind of honey, this would work. But why bake it? Can't you just pan fry this? But pan frying adds oil. But if you air fry it for like 10 minutes, what happens? I guess we'll go find out. Alright, well, we're gonna put this in the air fryer for like 10 minutes and see what happens. This is going completely off script. The whole script was to just eat this entire thing, but just tastes like mochi. It's only because I looked at the video and the video literally said that after you make the ship's biscuit, it's really hard to eat. You can't eat it like normal. You have to eat it with like milk and cereal and stuff. I'm like, huh. I never actually played with flour much. It's literally just whole wheat flour and water, which is significantly better than any kind of bread I've made. But why do you have to bake it for so long? Can't you just like blast it with heat? Wait, what happens if you microwave this? Okay. I'm gonna split half of this and put the other half. I'm gonna air fry one and I'm gonna microwave one. And I wanna see the difference. Alrighty ho. Here we go. This is 0.51. I mean, of course you could just eat it plainly, but man, that was a bit painful. No, not really. It's just literally just mochi. Straight up just mochi, but zero flavor. Very squishy and gooey. No flavor, but it's just like, I mean, hey, if you want to get the carbs down, simple as that really. No additives, just flour and water. Jail food. Right, well let's use the advantage of a microwave and air fryer and see what happens. I'm gonna air fry them for 10 minutes and see what happens. Alright, see you guys later. Bye bye. Roman 1, go! Chicken's in, it is expanded a bit. We must add the lid just in case. Alright, let's continue the 1 minute test. Wait, watch it. The result is complete. Let's have a look. It is moist. It's moist. Oh! It's expanded. Wait, ah shit. Wait, hold on. Wait a minute, look at that, it's solid. Wait, I think we've cracked the code for the air fry test. 10 minutes. Full blast, it's probably gonna get burned. Okay. I have added a tiny bit of salt, but it's solid. It's solid. I added some sea salt, right? But hold on, let's cut this in half. Let's break it in half. Okay, it's kind of dense. Hold on. It's still kind of hot, that's why. But you know what? It's not gooey anymore. It's pretty solid. There's sea salt on here, so it might taste better. But it's still a bit hot, of course. But we literally just made a little fist and then microwaved it for 1 minute. Okay, I can't really seem to break it apart because it's too hot. Oh, hold on. It's cooling down. Okay. It's very hot. Okay, cool. Done. Look at that. The cross section is hard. It's rough, but let's give it a try. Bon appetit. Wait, that's not bad. I mean, sure, it's like hard, right? But it kind of reminds me of, you know when you order Indian food, the naan bread? If you over microwave the naan bread, it becomes hard. But if you dip it in curry, it's nice. It kind of tastes like that. It tastes like naan bread. Or like, it's got the texture of overheated naan bread. Remember, it was just 1 minute with like a couple, it's just literally flour and filtered water. And then put it in a microwave for 1 minute. And some sea salt. And the texture, the texture's hard, of course, but you know, when it's in your mouth and you slowly chew it. Yo, it's like a chip. It's crunchy like a chip. The salt definitely helps. Bonus tip. If you want a jawline, just eat hard bread. Only thing is that my left wisdom tooth is kind of tripping, so chewing recently is a bit. Huh? You know what? We just saved ourselves 5 hours of baking. Why would I bake it for 5 hours when I could just mic it for 1 minute? And it gives basically the same result. Except this is probably softer than baking it for 5 hours. But you know what though? This is actually... Okay. Sounds really crunchy, but... Now of course, depending on the size of the bread, you can probably just do 30 seconds for softer bread. 1 minute for hard. Wow. So you're telling me that all I have to do is make a bunch of those palms, put it on a plate, put it in the fridge, and then whenever I want to eat it, I'll just microwave it. Dude! Sea salt definitely helped. That's amazing. 0 oil, 0 yeast, just straight up flour, whole grain flour, and water, filtered water. Now, of course, if you wanted to go more extreme, you could buy organic buckwheat flour, which I was looking at before. You can buy organic wheat flour. Alright, test 1 is extremely successful, I'm not gonna lie. I would eat that again. That was probably the healthiest bread I've ever had. Not yet. There's actually probably a bit organic flour would be the best, but that was good. Just sea salt. Yeah, that was good. Alright. Let's go check on the air fryer one. I bet it's destroyed now. Probably burned. Let's go. Alright, here it is. The 10 minute air fried variant. So, first looks. Okay, there's still some salt on the plate from the microwave. Not bad. First of all, it's hard. Let's look at the inside, shall we? Oh, it's kind of still quite hot. Oh shit, it's hot, but... Oh wow. Wait a minute. Look at that. It's soft inside. Wait, it's fluffy and soft. What? I'm actually bamboozled because I've never actually done this before. It's soft. Okay, I'm afraid that the 1x lens is not capturing everything. I have a suspicion that it's not capturing everything. There you go. Now you can capture everything. Because I don't have a camera person, so I rely on 0.5 lens. But, hold on, let's scrape some of the salt with the inside of the bread. Wait, look at that. 10 minutes air fried. 10 minutes air fried was literally just the same ingredient. This was just the other variant. So this is 0.5 of my hand size. Because if we make our own bread, we can measure hand size way better. So, I mean, first of all, the texture is amazing. It's soft. Now the ultimate test is to eat it. I mean, it's hard on the outside. 10 minutes in the air fryer for 230 degrees, 10 minutes, just maximum heat. Alright, let's give it a shot. It's really hot. It's a bit... Okay, it's a bit too hot. Don't be deceived. It feels warm, but it's really hot inside. It's super mushy, but the sea salt helps again. Sea salt. Huh. The texture is a lot more softer than the microwave. Microwave is like a chip. Air fry is like, it's like doughy, but it's not like, it's not as bad as like the mochi flavor. No, the mochi version. Mochi version's a bit too gooey. This is like almost, I would say, perfect. I would say this is almost perfect. I mean, the texture's pretty good. It's soft. I think the only reason I didn't really like it was because it was too hot, but... Right, that's good. This is genuinely like... This is breaking. Seriously. Never in my life have I actually done this before. This is the first time in my life recorded doing something like this. Wait, why do you even need yeast to begin with? Is it to like make it look pretty? What is yeast for? Why do I need to like let it sit for 20 minutes? Why do I need to bake it for so long? This is more than enough. This is the carbs and water. There's literally just flour, water, and heat. No yeast. Wait, why do you need yeast? I don't know. But that is perfectly acceptable. Right, this bread is perfectly acceptable. And I can make palms. So I can make it to my exact hand size. And we've got the scale to weigh it. But how would you exactly weigh it? Because when you measure the weight of the flour, you're also measuring the weight of water. So I guess you would measure the water first. You would measure the flour and then the water, or do you just measure it all together? How would you even do that? I feel like, yeah, that'd be almost impossible. Not impossible, but it'd be really annoying because you have to like split it. So how would you accurately measure these? How would you measure them? Because the water you add is... I'll think about it, but... We've got an unboxing to do as well today, so yeah. Overall, the flour and water experiment is a whopping 10 out of 10. Sorry, my left wisdom tooth is like bugging, so I actually can't even chew down fully right now. But even with that, this experiment was good. So fuck yeast, fuck baking. Air fryer seems like the way to go. Yeah, we should definitely do that. Make a whole bunch of palm size. And cool. Yeah, it's just the only thing is got to measure the calories in that. Not exactly sure how many calories it is, but again, we could also use organic flour. Might use organic flour just to fit in the theme. But yeah, overall, not bad. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for today's experiment. That was nice. Good to learn, good to know. That's good. Very good. Alright. I'm probably gonna have to like clean this disc, but apparently, let's see something real quick. So first of all, we're gonna just see how many cups it takes to make. Let's actually just weigh how much how much 1 cup of thing is. So first of all, we're gonna grab some of this flour, and we're gonna add some in here. So we're gonna just, let's see, how many grams is this? Let's just do 100 grams to make it. Let's just do 100 grams of flour and see what we can make out of it. Okay, there you go. Exactly 100 grams of flour in here. Well, I mean, there was a little bit of flour there before. Alright, so let's quickly note that down so I could like at least get an idea of it. Jail training, daily regime. Let's just quickly note that down. Oop. Let's just quickly note that down. Let's just do 100 gram flour. Okay, cool. Now we're not going to be able to touch anything ever again. So 100 grams of flour. Let's see how many palms we can make. So we'll take that off. Thank you for your work. Clink clank. All right. What has this show become into? I don't know. Let's do, how many cups of water? Let's just do 1/4. 1/4 of water. Let's see if that's enough for 100 grams. That is nowhere near enough. That is nowhere near enough. Well, I mean, there's only one way to find out, right? Okay, let's just do another another quarter. So we're gonna do two cups, 2.5. Alright, time to get our hands dirty. Let's see what we're gonna do. So apparently you just mix it like so. This is 100 grams of flour and a quarter cup of water. Look, it's already taking its shape. Maybe that was perfect amount of water. Look. Okay, hold on now. Do a little bit of that, you know? Mix it up a bit. And then I guess we have to use both hands, don't we? GG. Okay, fine. This is not 100 grams. It's like... Okay, hold on. You know what? We already got the shape. We already got the shape. No, we don't. Okay, let's add another quarter cup of water. That should do it. That should do it. Oh, it's kind of too gooey now. Oh, I made a mistake. Made a grave mistake. That was too much. Oh, that was too much water. Okay, don't add 100 grams in half a cup of water. Half a cup. That was way too good. Oh, it's a GG. No, it's a mess now. Why did I add so much water? Goodness gracious. Oh my goodness me. Oh. I'll be back. Right, let's try that again. My bad. Alright, let's do it again. So, again, measure that. We're gonna go 100 grams of bread. Actually, yeah, let's just do I might do 80 grams of bread because I felt like we did not need that many. Okay, 76 grams of flour, right? But it's basically 80 because of you know. All right, this time let's do 1/4 again. Okay, 1/4 is enough. Don't add too much again. So apparently, let's see. We make a little thing here, right? And then you kind of just pour it in. That wasn't the whole entire half a cup of water, a quarter, but we could kind of use the rest of the moisture from the edges to do that. Okay, hold on, we're making progress again. Alright. I swear you have to use both hands. You can't do it one-handed, can you? It's like impossible to do it one-handed. Alright, and then compress the shit out of it. This is kind of, what am I doing? I don't know. Smiling. That's the sign. Alright, let's make 1 palm of bread. Another palm. So, this was around 80... Oh no, I actually can still see the measurements, huh? So technically this is 60 grams of... Okay, hold on, that's literally 1 hand. No, 1 cup. Shoot, it's 1 cup, not 1 palm. This is what we use for meat. But a cup is like, okay. Oh wow. Okay, a cup is different. A cup is usually, well, for my hand size, let's see what my hand size uses. We make a cup. I would say that right here. Oh, I gotta clean the desk or the table. There you go. That's one cup. Right here, 1 cup is this. This is the size of 1 cup. Barely any water. I'm probably just gonna add it all together because it's like so little difference. So, 1 cup is this size. Look at that. That's 1 cup right there. 1 hand size of... Yeah, that's 1 cup of my body. So, 42. Oh, so around 50, right? 40. Set it to 0. Oh, 50 grams. 50. 1 cup. I'm not left-handed. That looks terrible. Okay. Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. So I guess that's literally 1 cup. And I guess when we want to flatten it, right? We just do that. And then there you go, that's straight up just 1. I mean, it looks, 1 cup. Because we mold it, so we literally understand. So 1 cup for us, it's around 55 grams. Of course, minus the water. So I would say it's around 40 grams to 50 grams. I had to vacuum clean. This is over. It's too late. Okay. And the nutritional information on this says per 100 grams is 1,400. Okay. AI, quickly translate. I have 50 grams of flour, and per 100 grams of flour, it is 1,450 kilojoules. So if I had 50 grams of this, how many calories and kilojoules is that? Look, that's one cup. 55 grams. Wow. Times that by 8. Wow. Okay. That's interesting. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, look, this here is 173 calories. This small thing is 173 calories. And if our maximum is 8, right? And if we seriously eat 8 of these, that's 1,400 calories. So definitely we're not going to be eating 8 cups, because our max is 2,500 calories, right? And 7 pounds of meat is no joke. Honestly, I feel like 7 pounds of meat might destroy the entire thing. Might even minus the whole. Again, that's why we have this diet strategy thing, because before I had a whole bunch of variations of meat. So sometimes the meat's really fatty. Oh shit! Oh come on. The meat's sometimes too fatty, and the fattier meat has more calories, and then that's why the carbs don't make sense and it's not consistent. But now with this method, and yeah, we've sorted out. Now once we'll sort out the carbs, we don't even need bananas anymore. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen. That is 1 cup. I guess we can make the second cup too, right? I mean, of course you want to mass make these, but I'm kind of too lazy to mass make them right now. But as per experiment here, yeah, that's 1 cup as well. So in total, we'll be eating 8 of those things. Wait, flour has a lot more calories than I thought. But yeah, okay, it's not the best looking shape, but yeah, 55 grams. And that wasn't even all of the water, it was just barely any water. So, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. That right there is basically 400 calories. Right here, 400 calories, just two bread. Now, what I'm going to do for the experiment is I'm just going to put these in the fridge overnight and see what happens. And then tomorrow we can actually eat them. So, I guess I'll put these 2 away, and then, yeah. There we go, we got 2 cups of carbs, just like that. The most healthiest bread I've ever ate. Cool. Experiment done. So, in the future, we'll be just making these. Oh, hell yeah, alright. Coolios. I have to clean all this up. Fucking hell. GG. Oh, this is gonna be a pain to clean. Alright, it looks like we either use this flour here, which has, you know, no additives or natural. This is the one we already ate. It's either this one or this one. But oh my goodness, the difference is insane. $1 for 100 grams, 0.2 for 100 grams. So obviously this was the most ideal one. This one's the cheaper one. So yeah, that's based on buckwheat. But the only problem is this one here. Wait, what does this use again? Something. But if I check the list here, buckwheat looks like the okay one. I don't see no whole grain wheat. I only see buckwheat. And if we eat 8 cups, so we use... Man, we basically have to eat... Wait, let me do some math real quick. We eat 50 grams is 1 cup. And it costs $1.1. Am I retarded? There you go. It costs us $4 for 1 day's worth of carbs. So yeah, it is what it is. Done. I guess we're gonna stick with the buckwheat flour because this matches that. I don't know what this doesn't do anything. Whatever. Who cares? I'm rich. I'm gonna turn this worm farm that's gone into a salt farm. Or a bait farm. So basically what that means is, oh, why my eyes look like that? I'm gonna turn this worm farm into a bait farm for salt. I'll show you what I mean later, but that's an idea. Yo, the sparkle on my eye looks crazy. It's a reflection, but it makes me look like I'm wearing contact lenses. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the show. Now, I cleaned this, don't worry. Now, we're going to be doing the unboxing. So, I've raised this slightly higher because I don't really like the disc being at my waist level. I'm not sure. But, I kind of put it up to my top 2. Alright. Hands, I washed my hands like 3 times. How is this still flour resin? Okay, whatever. Package time unboxing. So, first package is from Amazon. I had to pay extra fast delivery for this. Why did I buy extra fast delivery? I think it's because, I don't know, I just felt like it. But, let's see what your boy ordered. It's very loud. But, we pretty much just ordered it NVMe. Alright, oh, doxing paper, beautiful. Right, so, you guys didn't see the video because there was no footage evidence, but the van we lost the Xiaomi air pump failed. No, it didn't fail, but it failed to fill up all 4 tires, so we had to wait like an hour for it to recharge. So here is the Ugreen powerful pump. So apparently this is an air pump from Ugreen. However, the difference lies in its power. So the Xiaomi one is portable, meaning that it's for, you know, the Xiaomi one uses battery, so you charge it, and then you can use it wherever you want. However, this Ugreen one requires active power. So let's do. Okay, well, let's actually take everything out for no. Move that to the side. So we've got the Ugreen power pump, right? Here it is. Boom. Doesn't turn on, of course. There you go, the pump. Going into the ground. I have to clean the ground. What else is in this box? Some manuals and... Ah, yes, the rest of the stuff. Alright, we've got a nice little bag. Bag's actually quite nice. We have some tools. Oh, okay.
Is that for the tire? These don't look like they fit the tire. Now we have the last piece, which was everything. Oh, here. So this is for the tire. Yep, sure does. Okay, the main thing about this pump is, look here. This plugs into the car. And yeah, so pretty much just uses gas and battery. I can't test it in here because you need a car, but I'm assuming all you simply do is just boom. Right? Yep. Boom. Bam. And then you pump the tire. So we'll test this out later, but I guess there you go. So hopefully that solves the issue of getting stranded like last time. Because last time we had to wait 1 hour. The thing is, we pumped the tires from, if I remember, 18 psi to 39, and it only did 3 out of 4 tires, and then it ran out of power. And we had to use the car's charging battery. We had to use the car's charging cigar thing, and waited like an hour until it recharged just enough to refill it to 35 psi. So, not the ideal scenario. Not ideal at all. But we learned the lesson, and now I've purchased an upgrade to hopefully fix that scenario. So now, if we ever deflate the tires again, we'll still use the Xiaomi pump, but we'll always have the Ugreen as a backup. So thanks Ugreen for that nice packaging. Cool. Next package. Don't really need the rest of this stuff, but I'll just put it on the side for now. Next item is a Ugreen USB-C cable. Why did I buy USB-C cable? Well, it's because it's for the NVMe. This should be... no, this is the power one. So this is a charging one. So what it basically does is it should tell me the amount of watts. So we'll quickly test that out. We'll see how fancy this thing is. Let's test it out. So we've got the iPad here. We've got a power bank from Anker. Now, of course, the power bank itself will show you a screen, but when this is, for example, in a bag, which is in the case when you're in a trolley, right? Or when you're in the trolley, you, Deep Blue, I'm talking about you, Deep Blue, the battery bank's hiding from the sun. So the battery bank's usually in the bag, so I can't see if it's charging or not without checking you. So this cable should solve the solution. So pretend Deep Blue, this is you. Now we pretty much, obviously, when I have Deep Blue active, I don't see the screen, so I can't see. So just like the iPad, you know, you can't see the screen, so you don't know if it's charging or not. So this cable should solve the problem. Huh. Charging at 10 A's. 15 watts. Huh. There you go. That's how it works. It measured the same as well. Power bank saying 15 watts. And the cable saying 20 watts. What? Oh, yeah, 22 watts now. Okay, cool. So, yeah, that's pretty much what this does. Is pretty much when Deep Blue is facing away from me, which is doing right now. If the power bank isn't working, I'll know by the cable. So it works like this. I can only see the camera, so pretend Deep Blue, this is you. When I look at you, I can't see if you're actually being charged or not, but this cable here should pretty much tell you if you're being charged or not. So just a little upgrade, minor upgrade. Again, it's like a video game, you know, just tech. Cool. Cables next. Next cable is, oh man, the NVMe drive. We'll save that for last. Yeah, this is the last package for this, and this cable here, slightly different. It's not the same as that one there. This one is just simply a 40 gigabit USB-C cable, because this is 40 gigabits. Here we go. The Ugreen NVMe. 40 gigabits, so I kind of needed a cable. Let me guess, this comes with a cable, huh? Does it? Don't know, but apparently this has got really good heat distribution. And so we're gonna probably put the 990 Pro in here when I buy it. Right now, I'm not gonna buy it. I'm thinking about putting the 99 the Evo in there, but for now, we now have got the NVMe drive. Let's have a look, shall we? Man, very tiny. But this should be quite fancy. It's rugged. Didn't even know that. Accessory box. Tell me, do you come with a cable? If it comes with a cable. It did. Okay. Alright, it came with the cable, it came with the screw and everything. Honestly, I'm probably just gonna save this for when we put the NVMe drive in. So cool, thank you. We'll save that for later when we actually buy it. So now we know that we have this. That's good. Righty ho, the last package. Let's get it. We'll save that for later because we don't really have an SSD to put in there right now. Well, we do, but right now it's being used. Alrighty ho. Let's shove everything out the way. Dump all the rubbish on the floor. Dump that on the floor. Alright, the last package is boom. Last package of the day is this was an order from a fishing guy. He told me to order this. Let's see. This is a very heavy box. Oh my goodness, it's heavy. Alright. Let's see what we got. Lures. Lures. Wow, those are massive lures. What the actual... Okay, we got one set of sinkers. What is this? 2-ounce reef sink. 2-ounce snap swivels. 2-ounce snap swivels. 6-ounce breakaway sinkers. Oh, that's gonna fix the pair problem. Another 6 ounces. Okay, these are huge. What? 5 ounces. 4 ounces. 4. All right. Sorry, I did it wrong, but there we go. Just sinkers. Ain't really much to it. There ain't really much to talk about. But these are heavier sinkers. I think if we ever go back to the pier, we would probably be using these ones. They're a lot heavier and they looking like they're sinking to the sand a lot better. Now also I figured out the problem this morning on why we didn't get any fish. It's because we casted like against the waves. So the reason why the rigs got tangled is because when the waves came in, it pushed it on top of each other. So that's why next time we go there, we just stay on the side, because on the side you cast on an angle, so the waves push your rig that way, so it looks like that. But if you go that way, then they get tangled with each other. So that's why this morning. So no wonder that Asian guy moved over. So yeah. Do we even go tomorrow? I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. It's kind of we have already been going there for like 3 times a day. 3 times in a row already. With only school sharks being caught. We haven't caught really anything else. But I feel like we should take a break from going to the pier. Because from Temu I have this extremely huge... I have this gaff coming for bigger sharks. So whenever we get a massive shark or something big, we don't have to go all the way down the pier. We just use a really, really strong gaff lower it down and snag it and lift it up with a heavy rope, a tow rope. That's the plan. Besides that though, yeah. So that was today's unboxing. Pretty normal. A lot of sinkers. A bunch of sinkers. These sinkers will definitely help at the pier. If we go back to the pier, I'm probably gonna go up to five 5 ounce breakaway sinker. Again, the van still has everything. The only thing we're lacking of now is pretty much just bait. Because we ran out of, well, we're using the shrimp right now, but we ran out of the bonito. We ran out of the mackerel. And again, the reason why we didn't actually get the fish was because we cast it against the waves, so the lures got tangled with each other. However, if we had a single hook rig, then casting it against it would be fine. So, lesson learned. Again, we'll slowly learn. And yeah, now that we got heavier sinkers, we got a better chance at keeping the rig stuck in the sand compared to it getting pushed by the waves. Right. Again, still thinking about if we should go again or not. I mean, I did just say we should take a break, but we're trying to hunt them all down. We're trying to kill them all. Anyways, yeah, so with that out of the way, we've got a few things on our mission, pretty much. Of course, calories and diet, we got to do that now because we now have unlocked. We've figured out the combination. We've figured out the bread. We have figured out the carbs and seeds and nuts. And yeah, pretty much knowing, okay, now knowing that homemade flour bread thing is 8 cups is 1,400 calories. Definitely we can lower the amount of we can lower the amount of carbs. Because now I know that we can hit the 2,500 pretty easily with the carbs. And again, I probably will go buy the organic flour instead. Because that flour that we used just then was a, well, the flour's not bad, but I would prefer using organic flour because it's from the same brand that provides the nuts. So I trust it. Ceres Organics. It's the same brand that gave the peanut butter. It's the same brand that gave the nuts. So yeah, same brand. So I'm gonna use their flour instead. Righty ho, ladies and gentlemen. Appreciate y'all. That's the unboxing done. See you guys next time, I guess. Do we go fishing tomorrow? I don't know. I'll think about it.